Levi Johnston. There you go. Bam is Levi Johnston. So you see the connection between all the Jackass crew members and the events that are going on, and the fact that most of the Jackass crew are not from here. They're from Canada or overseas, like we see with Steve O, who played a number of other parts. As you can see him playing Vandersnoot, and Chelsea Clinton played Holloway, the abducted teen from Aruba. At the same time, her mother was in Aruba too, by the way, on business. Steve-O, like all the rest of the Jackass crew, are very busy. Steve also plays this Marine that just went on trial. And look who his lawyer is. And remember, all the graphics and images that you see that I've used for evidence here, you can download for free from wellaware1.com and do the evaluations yourselves as to who these people are. But let's get back to the case. And of course, knowing that Bristol Palin is Truth Girl Karen, I said, well, I guess Sonia might be Palin. And when you start to dig in deep, you'll see that this is true. She is Tina Fey from Saturday Night Live. Now, most of you go, well, that's crazy, can't be. Well, I'm about to give you the solid proof, 100% undeniable proof. Now, it wasn't until I started getting attacked by this person, Gorilla 1999 on YouTube. As soon as I saw the face, I recognized who he was.
The false prophet from the book of Revelation, the one who will make fire come from the sky in full view of everyone, the one who will perform many false...
But for some reason, I couldn't figure out, well, why would this person be attacking me for the Tina Fey, Sarah Palin, and Truther Girl Sonia? Then I figured it out. I got to look at Tina Fey's supposed husband. So immediately, when I saw that face, I knew exactly who it was. It's not her husband. Even though he also plays Sonia's husband, he's not. And I'll tell you why. When I saw this video of these individuals saying happy birthday to Sonia's husband, it all made sense.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Karen Rebellion.
This is where it gets good. See, that little kid, he happens to be an actor, so is his mother. See if you recognize this voice.
Hello everyone. Well, I'm stopping back to talk a little bit about my last video I put up about Ron Paul.
I'm bald.
Take off your hat. See this hair? Look at this hair. You stop. You know what? How can I even get any picture of your hair when you act like a G-A-Y-B-O-Y? Turn with actually manifesting, and how do we do that? So I'm going to give you a 5-step process. I'm going to do that next week. This week, I want to concentrate on these simple things before we move forward. And you will start to manifest things already, so don't get worried. And for all of you that are like, I want to get to it now. Snippity-doo-dah, snippity-day. My, oh my, I'm looking the bald way. I'm going to look like my mama. But we saw him yesterday. They put like this cap on him, so we got to see what he'd look like bald. He's going to be the cutest bald kid ever. And then we're going to walk around town and tell everyone that he's really sick and dying from cancer so he gets presents. Just kidding. Hey, that's what happened to me. Just kidding, huh?
No, it actually did.
He happens to be an actor that played the part of Christina Taylor Greene's little brother, Dallas Jr., in the Gabrielle Giffords fake shooting. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you know that I found the over 5,000 plus photographs of this family, and an album inside of it. All those photographs happen to be of these individuals at their relatives in North Carolina. The relative happens to be David Rockefeller Jr. Now, since I know who this child is now, I know who his mother is. I know his mother is actually Morning Mayan. Also, his mother is a family member to the barbarian, who he's not Sonya's husband. He's actually Sonya's brother-in-law. See, his name is Rick Brickle. And Rick happens to be related to the Gorilla 1999 guy, who also is the guy that plays on the Beverly Hills Housewives as Kyle's sister's boyfriend. So if you haven't put it together yet, you have Sonya's husband, the Barbarian Rebellion, and Tina Fey's husband, and they happen to be the same person as Rick Brickle, who happens to be the relative of Jennifer Greenberg. Who is Tina Fey. And they all just happen to be at the same party as their sister-in-law, Morning Mayan. And let's not forget about the others that happen to be at the same party as well. Morning Mayan's sister, Liz Harmon. This bar mitzvah is for her daughter. Liz plays Jill Rappaport on the Today Show. Andy Cohen from Bravo Network, the same network that has The Housewives of Beverly Hills. The actor that plays Mark Zuckerberg, his mother and his brother. Ellie Vole, as we know, plays Orly Tates, and the author and whistleblower Susan Lindauer. Also next to her is Bob Barker. You might want to go to bobbarker.com and you'll get the answer to why they're trying to instigate everyone into martial law, and the fact that they are all profiting from it. Now these photos are from 2007, so Bob looks pretty good because he's not as old as he says he is. That's to disguise the fact that he's a different person. Arden Vole and her aunt Ellie. Dominique Strauss-Kahn, who also plays Benjamin Netanyahu. Don't believe me, just look at the ear. You'll see for yourself. He also plays Mikhail Gorbachev, but we'll go into that and more on this in another video when we expose more of the government officials. Jennifer Greenberg Sexton's sister, Alyssa Bloomberg, her daughters, and her husband, Kenny Bloomberg, who is the chairman of the Independent Film Association of Southern Arizona, and also we've seen many times in the Occupy Wall Street protests. And of course is the person that was used along with Brandon Lee Pittman as the Loeffner mugshot. Kenny also plays another character on YouTube, and we'll get into him in the next video, but inside his videos you'll see a lot of big names like Angelina Jolie, Christina Applegate, and you'll see what they're up to. The actor that played Cliff on Cheers, and Kelsey Grammer. And you've heard that Kelsey Grammer has a tendency to wear women's clothing. That's the joke that Camille says on Housewives. Well, I guess that story has some legs to it. Kelsey and his girlfriend. Her last name's Khan. Now, you might recognize her from the Occupy Wall Street protests as the pepper spray girl, and the G20 protests as the officer that was with Officer Bubbles. She is also the sister to another well-known person, another Khan, who happens to be married to a Rockefeller. David Rockefeller Jr., as a matter of fact. She plays several well-known parts. Lisa Fithian, Medina Benjamin, Judith Clark, Caressida Dick. Here she is with stepson, presidential candidate Gary Johnson, and his son. The same Gary Johnson that gave me the nasty look at the Occupy Dallas event. and is the same Gary Johnson that plays the role of David Wilcock from the Project Avalon. All you have to do is look at the teeth. Now, if you remember the documentary Press for Truth at 9/11, we have the housewives. All three of them are there at the party. This is again in 2007. Two of them with their husbands, so we know that story is also false. And we also have Ross Perot, Warren Buffett, Tim Whale, the actor that played Gabe Zimmerman and the Gabrielle Giffords drill, Marshall Harmon, the person that plays the rancher that Fox News always rolls out when they talk about illegal immigration into Arizona, Vicky Strong Greenberg, daughter of Maurice Strong, married to Michael Greenberg, that is Michael Greenberg, the son of Maurice Greenberg. You might know him as Dallas Green. He's the father of Tony Greenberg and, of course, Jennifer Greenberg, who is Jennifer Greenberg Sexton, and Tina Fey, who is also rumored to be the head of the Mossad, the Israeli CIA. Here he is with Maurice Strong.
Thank you. Yeah, it's that's why my dad, when important men meet my dad, like when Lorne Michaels met my dad the first time, he was like, "Your father is impressive." Mm-hmm. And even Alec, he met my dad, Alec Baldwin, was like, "This is your father, huh?" Like something they're kind of adding up, like, "I can't mess with you."
That's right. That's
your
right.
dad will kill me.
Yeah.
It's a great gift.
That's right. No,
Here she is with her two daughters. Unlike what she says, she only has one. She has two, and she should have another one by now. So her husband, you might recognize him in the documentary Boat Lift for 9/11, and also in the Occupy Oakland as the person that tackled the protester that smashed the bank window, as we know that was also fake as well.
Because I want this march to remain peaceful.
And what's your name?
My name is Zach
You got a last name?
Voorhees.
You from Oakland?
I'm from San Francisco.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thank you.
A message to the elite. Our numbers grow in size. You don't know who we are, but we know who you are. We'll be keeping an eye on you from now on.